Hey guys, this is GamerCal. Welcome to another Pokemon ranked battle video. Going through the doubles ladder here, just continuing straight on from the previous one. 3 wins in the last. I don't think I should have won all 3 of those games, but hey, Rotom fan did a ton of work there. I had a feeling it was going to be pretty good against a lot of the high-end stuff in the metagame, and hey, I guess I was right. It's very good against Rillaboom, obviously, so that's a big help. Yeah, good against Rillaboom, good against Togekiss. Pretty much what you would think. I mean, it helps when like 5 of my opponent's Pokemon are weak to Rotom fan. But, you know, it's not exactly something that is in the format at the moment. An electric flying type, like Zapdos or Thunderous, is usually what you would have for that, but we don't have those right now. But the typing is still really good. And a lot of the other Rotom forms are a little bit sketchy in this format, right? Like, you would think the Wash Rotom is typically the one that's super good, but Rillaboom just dunks on it. Heat Rotom is okay, but Excadrill can do a ton. Oh, Hot Trick Room. Okay, so this should showcase my alternative arrangements when it comes to Trick Room here. I have Duraludon Indeedee or Duraludon Whimsicott, depending on which way my opponent decides to go as far as the Trick Room stuff goes here. Usually they go Hatterene Indeedee. So typically that is best served with Whimsy. Indeedee's not bad here though. Indeedee is definitely not bad. I think Urshifu has to come in here. And then my Cinderace does have Sucker Punch. I may need to go in with Max Darkness against the Dusclops. Rotom doesn't do anything whatsoever here. And Whimsy is okay because Helping Hand is still good, but I don't really have a need to bring it here. I just need to bring a spread move, which is both Whimsy and... oh, nice. I'm playing against Marnie when I'm using the Marnie song. Yeah, I need to bring one of Indeedee or Whimsicott for the spread attack to deal with Focus Sash here. But it is Dusclops, so I'm going to have to go with Dragon Tail turn 1 here, which is a little bit annoying. If I had Whimsy, that would be slightly better. So what I might actually do here is I might actually switch out Indeedee and go into Urshifu. Not Urshifu, Cinderace. I need to Dragon Tail the Dusclops. That much has to happen. I mean, I could just Expanding Force. I don't think Follow Me is really going to matter here. It's a risk to switch into Cinderace though, right? I suppose, I mean, the hope would be that they just follow me and go for Trick Room here. That's usually the way these teams operate. What's Indeedee actually going to do outside of that, normally, right? Mystical Fire, maybe? Light Screen, okay. I guess that's also fine. So Dragon Tail is, unfortunately, 90% accurate, but it does hit this time, and that forces the Dusclops out, so they can't Trick Room right now. Also forces in a random Pokemon, so it does get the burn though. But yeah, it forces a random Pokemon in, so they don't actually get the choice of what they want to switch into here. Do I need to keep Duraludon around? It is okay, but there's a lot of stuff otherwise that dunks on it, so I might just go ahead and Flash Cannon here. And G-Max Fireball? Airstream would knock out the Conkeldurr, but I think it's gonna... Maybe it would Rock Slide or something here. Yeah, I think I'll Fireball anyway. I have a feeling we're gonna get Follow Mead, so I'm not really too worried about the... like, taking out the... Maybe I should have Drain Punched here. Not Drain Punched, Max Wormwinded here. The problem is then, like, I can't stop Dusclops' Trick Room if I max the the other bit. If I max the thingy here, yeah, it's just gonna follow me. So it's gonna follow me away. It's not too bad. I'm expecting Drain Punch on the Drain Punch on my Duraludon here. It's Focus Sash on the Indeedee. That makes sense. It's either that or the Hat that would have it on this team. So yeah, Flash Cannon will take it out, and I'm expecting just to get O-code by Drain Punch here. But I guess they could have gotten cute and tried to like Thunder Punch me or something. Nah, they're just gonna Drain Punch. Okay. That's fine. So the problem now though is that I have lost Duraludon, which means that Dusclops can probably come in and do some work here. But I guess Expanding Force is pretty good, right? Like, even if it's uninvested, I think Max Darkness Expanding Force probably gets the kill here. So I think that's what I go for. Yeah, I think I'd just... Or maybe Helping Hand would be better. So I could, like, guarantee it. I think I'm gonna do this, though. I might be putting too much faith in this. I will admit, I haven't actually done this calc. I think it's like 70-80% or something that it does. If it's the low end of that, that could be a problem now. So no follow me or anything, not follow me, no ally switch or anything like that, so that's fine. Did the Dusclops predict this? Oh, that just almost kills, right? Okay, we're good on that front. So now, and the special defense drop on the Conkeldurr is pretty good too. Because Expanding Force will take out the Dusclops, and I'll get a ton of damage on the Conkeldurr. Almost kills it! Oh, man. Okay, but if they Drain Punch the Cinderace, that's pretty bad. But they didn't, they Drain Punched the Indeedee. Perfect. Okay, it's a lot of damage, but max HP, max defense, gonna keep me in the game. And they can't Mark Punch because of the terrain, so... Cinderace cleaning up a little bit here. And it's, Rhyperior is going to be the Dynamax here. So, Expanding Force seems pretty obvious, and, Knuckle seems pretty good. I'm kind of expecting that Cinderace is going to go down here. Knuckle actually would trigger... No, I think I want to stick with Darkness. Because Knuckle would trigger Weakness Policy. I don't want to do that. Because it's not going to kill. For sure. So I think Max Darkness is the better option here. They can't Mark Punch me because I'm not Flying type. And I'm affected by Psychic Terrain. And I wanted to Expanding Force here because I kill the Conkeldurr and I get significant damage on Rhyperior this way. I have Urshifu in the back, so now that I've denied the Trick Room, there's not really much else to go with here. This is pretty much exactly why I have Dragon Tail on Duraludon, though. Like this game perfectly showcases why that's in play here. So Expanded Force comes in, it takes out the Conk, does a lot of damage to the Rhyperior as well, thanks to the special defense drops. Max Quake is going to recover that though. Yep, into the Cinderace. It's a lot of damage, but it's not a kill. So that's obviously very good. Do we think Helping Hand max... No, do we think Helping Hand High Jump Kick actually kills here? Because I kind of want to go for it. But Expanding Force does so much as well. No, I think I just Expanding Force and High Jump Kick here. If he max guards, that's fine, because I just get Urshifu in for free. Like, I don't think this game is a loss, no matter what happens now. I don't really see any way that Rhyperior can kill Urshifu. So High Jump Kick comes in. Does connect. Getting pretty lucky on the 90% accurate moves here, but that's so much damage. And there's the Weakness Policy, that's why I didn't max Knuckle the previous turn. Definitely think that was the right call. And now Expanding Force will take it out. Indeedee putting in some damage work here. Yeah, if that was Whimsicott, that would have been much harder. Indeedee was definitely the play there. And that's how you beat Hard Trick Room, with a team that is, on paper, very weak to Trick Room. I did design specifically to deal with it. It unfortunately does rely on a 90% accurate move if the opponent doesn't have Hatterene as their Trick Room setter though, or Comfey, like one of the two. Because the Comfey obviously still goes down as well. The idea is that you go with the spread move. So I've got Dazzling Gleam instead of Moonblast on the Whimsicott as well, because you're gonna get your single target move, Follow Me away. So Dazzling Gleam picks up the Focus Sash that most of those teams tend to use on the Hatterene. Ooh, Rain Team. Okay. I don't really have weather control, unfortunately. Rotom isn't the worst here. It's not very good against Magnezone. And it's okay against Ferrothorn, actually, but Rotom seems pretty good. Duraludon could maybe put some work in here. I do have Max Lightning. Urshifu has to come, I'm pretty sure. And I've got to try and keep it away from the Gyarados subs. This is a pretty scary matchup, actually. I'm thinking Whimsy Duraludon could be okay here. Rotom and Urshifu seems fine. I need Tailwind up fairly early in this game, I think. Assault Vest Duraludon can take a hit from Kingdra and take it on with Max Wormwind. So that side of things should be okay. It's Ferrothorn and Togekiss. Interesting start. I am not very good against a Ferrothorn initially. And I only have Urshifu that can take it on too. Cinderace not being here is a bit of an issue. So I think I might just Helping Hand and Steel Spike the Togekiss here. This is scary because they might just double up into Whimsicott. I could have protected that slot, right? I could have gone protect Steel Spike. But I have a feeling they're gonna Iron Defense with the Ferrothorn here. This may come down to getting... Oh, they're gonna Dynamax. They're slower than me. Are they Dynamaxing Ferrothorn? Yeah, they are. What does that change? They're gonna be able to Steel Spike. That is a bit of a problem. Heat Wave, okay. Oh, Whimsy avoids, that's really fortunate. They're probably Steel Spike in the Whimsicott too. That's a lot of damage. Nice crit. Okay, but that means that Togekiss is going down. And I get +1 I don't think +1 defense is gonna matter here, but I do get +1 defense. I think right now I have to just target around the Ferrothorn. Max Steel Spike does come out, so yeah, they'd have KO'd Whimsy here. If I didn't get the dodge. So we are getting quite lucky on that sort of thing. I may need to just go... They didn't have Fake Out on the team, right? So I think I need to just go Tailwind this turn. Depends on what comes in. Politoed comes in? Yeah, I've got to go Tailwind, I think. Or... I could just say heck Kingdra, and I could just go Helping Hand Max Lightning. No, I need Tailwind. And I think I actually Wormwind here. Because I don't think I want to KO their Politoed this turn. Let's see how this pans out. Yeah, Whirlwind does a lot of damage for sure. It's lowering the attack on the Ferrothorn is the important thing right now. Because I want to make sure that Ferrothorn really can't do much damage to Rotom as I set Nasty Plot up. Money Water comes in, takes the hit on Whimsy, gets it down with a crit. Nice hit, I guess. Does lower the accuracy on Duraludon, that's pretty annoying. Max Knuckle. Okay, so he's actually just going to revert the attack drop here. But that did absolutely nothing. So we've seen probably Gyro Ball, maybe Steel Roller, but we've seen Steel Attack, Body Press on this Ferrothorn so far. Maybe it's Assault Vest. It could be Assault Vest. So here, I want to Nasty Plot Wormwind again. So I can get my Nasty Plot set up so I can try and Air Slash the Ferrothorn. Wormwind will take out the Politoed and lower the attack on Ferrothorn. Politoed protects, that's actually perfect for me. That's actually what I want to see. Because I don't want to kill this thing. I actually don't want to knock it out. Not this turn. I want to knock it out next turn. The accuracy drop could be really bad though, because I think I'm going to have to try and Dragon Tail this Ferrothorn. It does have a Pinch Berry. Interesting. So we can see Max Darkness. Yeah, this is Assault Vest. Okay. That's also not good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and Dragon Tail this Ferrothorn, I think. That's really not what I want to see. Although at the same time, it is an Iron Defense. So that's good. How many turns of Tailwind are left here? 2? Okay, so we want to T-Bolt the Politoed and Dragon Tail the Ferrothorn here. I need to try and get Ferrothorn switched out. Oh, he's going to switch anyway. Oh, that's good. In comes Kingdra. That's going to get Dragon Tailed, hopefully, if I don't miss. Totally trying not to jinx that, you know. So that's good. Because, yeah, now Ferrothorn has lost its buff, too. So, I do miss. Okay. But that's fine, I think. Because now Urshifu doesn't have to worry about, like, the... Urshifu doesn't have to worry about the plus speed here, right? What am I trying to say? Ferrothorn, I mean, Urshifu doesn't have to worry about the plus defense on Ferrothorn. Do I double up into Kingdra here, or do I, like, Air Slash? It is Assault Vest on the Ferrothorn. I think I... Do I even Protect here, maybe? That could be a throw, though. I have one turn of Tailwind. I need to try and use it. Let's just try and kill the Kingdra. It does Protect. Okay, Protect was pretty obvious. I should have Air Slashed the Ferrothorn. Would have been much better. Oh, well. Or I could have switched out. That also is a thing. Body Press comes in. It's going to hit Duraludon pretty hard. Not that hard, actually. So my Tailwind peters out. They have one turn of Rain left, so I think I just Protect this turn. And again, go for the Draco on the Kingdra. They're probably going to kill Ferrothorn this... Not Ferrothorn, they're probably going to kill Duraludon this turn. Yeah, Draco... I mean, they're at -2 now, so Urshifu doesn't mind as much. I'm kind of banking on Rotom being faster than Kingdra outside of rain here. It is Life Orb. Knockoff comes in, doesn't do anything. Because I'm kind of I'm hoping that I'm faster, so I can go ahead and T-Bolt close combat this turn. At -2, I think Urshifu actually survives a Kingdra hit. So if they are plus speed Kingdra, because I'm adamant Urshifu here, if they are plus speed Kingdra, I think I can survive that. And then I've got a close combat to Ferrothorn, don't I? I could protect, but I think that's playing too dangerous here. Kingdra does protect again. Okay, so it really they want rid of the Ferrothorn for sure. I could have close combated that slot, and it would have been... Oh, never mind. Close combat dunks on Ferrothorn, that's good. And now I don't think they can win. Because Urshifu being the water style here, it does resist Kingdra. Like Muddy Water does get resisted, and that's the only thing they could even try and hit me with, but it's -2. So like I don't even think they can do enough damage now, so we should win this. Just with Thunderbolt close combat. I don't know if I played this optimally, because I doubled into the... Oh, I'm faster anyway. The Mardis Kingdra. Wow, that didn't kill. Urshifu, you disappoint. That's adamant, too. Hurricane does actually land, so they are going to take out Urshifu with that, considering I'm -2 split death now. But, I mean, they killed themselves with Life Orb pretty soon anyway, but yeah, Thunderbolt going to take the win here, and we take out the Rain Team. Crit totally mattered there, absolutely. Would have never won that without the critical hit. For sure. Okay. Close game, but I think I had just enough tools to really go for the Rain Team there. That's good. Alright. So we need one more win. If we go undefeated with this team here, that would be so good. What do we want? Battle Tower. Okay, well, I guess I don't get a choice from there. Battle Tower it is. Miyuki-chan. Alright, what have we got for our final one? Ooh, Sun Team. Wow, we're facing against all the different stuff here. They have an Alakazam, which outspeeds Cinderace. I think Whimsicott is one I need to go with this game, for sure. Whimsy Cinderace doesn't seem too bad. Urshifu seems really good here too, right? Because, yeah, they have Sun, but... no, Urshifu doesn't seem that good, actually. A lot of stuff beats it, so, I mean, if I had Azumarill, that would be a much better one here. So, Whimsy Cinderace, Rotom is not bad. I may need to bring Urshifu anyway, though. Because Urshifu could do good for the Alakazam. Whimsy Cinderace needs to come in. Duraludon's pretty good here, actually. And then Rotom? Sure, let's go Rotom. So Rotom does well against the Togekiss. It does okay against the Cinderace, as long as I don't take like a massive direct hit. It does well against the Venusaur. Not bringing in DD is a little bit of a weird one here, because that Venusaur is pretty threatening turn 1, right? If they have Focus Sash, this could get ugly. Focus Sash Sleep Powder turn 1 would be really bad. So Torkoal Venusaur is the lead that they're going to go with. If they have Focus Sash, this is a worry. I might actually not Dynamax the Cinderace here. Oh, what if I bounced? Oh, that's the big brain. What if I bounce? I could go Tailwind Bounce, and then next turn Dazzling Gleam to take out the Venusaur. Oh, I think that's the play. The Venusaur actually just hard switches. Okay, Incin. Well, I guess my big brain play didn't actually work out. Huh. Because now I'm actually at the mercy of both of them next turn. Ah, that's too bad. I tried. Maybe tried a little bit too hard for that one. I was thinking about the Focus Sash going, oh, that's probably that's a great way of dealing with it, but nope. They're just gonna Eruption. Now I just lose both Pokemon too. Yeah, this is actually really bad. What do I even do? I didn't even bring... what's his face? I guess I just Dazzle, I'm gonna get fake outed, right? I could have protected, but I didn't even bring Urshifu, so I don't know. I dunked myself at the start of this one, I think. I'm gonna need to max Rotom and go with like Airstreams for days. Or I could Paralyze, I guess that would have been fun too, but no Paralysis, yeah. It's a decent hit of damage, but it's not nearly enough. Eruption by itself would just stop it here. They Flipless the Cinderace though, which is weird. I don't know why you would do that. Because you just hit yourself more with recoil here. Yeah, that seems suboptimal. Eruption would have killed Cinderace anyway. So... nice crit. Okay, I need a bit of a miracle, but I need to max the heck out of this Rotom, and just hope that that's enough. I may even need to double up on Torkoal here. But I want to take out the Incineroar, but I think I might, because it's in the sun too. Do I just Airstream the Incin? I think so, actually. Because I think I really need to rely on the Assault Vest working out here. I've put myself in a really deep hole in this game because I went a bit too ham on turn 1. Opponent was very, very intelligent in switching out of that. I mean, it shows that they don't have Focus Sash, right? And the problem is I don't have Nasty Plot set up. So we do get the Airstream. I've got to hope that like Thunderbolt can do enough to this Torkoal that I don't take that much from Eruption. Because it looks like it might be Choice Specs, actually. Just because they haven't switched moves yet, it seems like Choice Specs is the thing here. That is quite good damage, and I have Assault Vest. Yeah, it's Choice Specs. Okay, that's still way too much damage, but we've got to take it. That's what we got. They have their Dynamax as well, so that's why I really needed to have Nasty Plot set up here, but I just couldn't do it. Too much threatening on the field here. Okay, so here I want to Flash Cannon and Airstream. Do I though? What are they gonna do? They're gonna like Max Quake the Duraludon, right? Do I have to commit a Draco? What else could they bring in? Yeah, I think I might have to commit Draco. And Airstream the Venusaur. If they Max Guard here, that's top tier. Because they are going to Dynamax it. I kind of knew that was going to happen, so I needed to commit as much damage as I could here. I do still have I have Tailwind, but they're just going to Max. They're going to Max Guard. Or they're like Assault Vest. They didn't Max Guard. They protect Torkoal. It's not Choice Specs. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that is so much damage. Does Draco kill it? I have a decent bit of special attack. Not like the world's best special attack investment, but I have a fair amount. Does Draco take it out? It does! Ooh, we're still in this. And I have one turn of Dynamax left. And I just took their max out. My Tailwind's out, but I'm at +2 speed. I don't care about that. Rotom Fan coming in here. It's Togekiss is the last one. Rotom Fan coming in here. I'm going to Draco the Torkoal. That might still take it out from there. And Lightning the Togekiss. I have no right to still be in this game. Absolutely no right. But Max Lightning one-shots the Togekiss here. And I don't think Heat Wave is going to take out both Pokemon, not when I've still got Dynamax. If it survives Draco. So there's the Draco Meteor, it doesn't miss. It is -2 though, so it's probably not going to kill, but... Oh, it actually does. Yo! Okay! Undefeated! I had no right to win that game. Like, the Protect on the Torkoal, I didn't even see that coming. I also don't think it mattered, though, because Eruption wasn't going to kill me from there. So I think I was okay regardless, but I have absolutely no right to have won that game. Yeah, I want to see, actually. So it was a Scopeline Togekiss, max speed too, so I did need to Airstream. But, I mean, that's why Rotom Fan is good, right? It's got Yawn, no Protect. Okay, so we're fine on that one. That could have been the wait, right? Like, Protect and then crit Heat Wave on the Rotom? Would that have killed? Probably not. Yeah, max special attack, it's Charcoal. Okay, so it had a boosting thing, that's why it did so much damage. But okay, Heat Wave would not... I don't think Heat Wave would have killed Rotom, even with a crit. Summer's going to be ending pretty soon, I think, as well. But yeah, that's pretty nice. Venusaur was not max speed. 126. That outdoes the Jolly Tyranitar speed creep by like 1 point. Max special attack, Life Orb. Yeah. No Protect on that. They still could have max guarded thanks to Sleep Powder, though. If they max guarded, I think they would have won. Because Venusaur would have outspared Rotom at that point because the tail wouldn't petered out, right? If I remember rightly. So yeah, I think they could have won that with just a little bit. It's an interesting EV spread though. Not a bad set there at all. Incin, Weakness Policy, Incineroar. Very interesting. I don't really have a lot that hits Incin super effective outside of Cinderace and Urshifu. Urshifu was not a great low kick. Okay. This thing does get close combat this gen. Low kick does not work against max mons, so it's a little bit of a weird choice with that, but sure, why not? Neat. And then Assault Vest. What is up with these Assault Vest and Cinderaces? I have not seen this set before. It's got Gong Shot, that's pretty cool. I've not seen this set before, but like, I don't know what its purpose is. Okay, I mean, Focus Sash Alakazam is pretty obvious as well, right? Imprison Trick Room, that's what it's for. It's Indeedee Light. Expanded Force and Speed Swap is so cool. I might actually use that Alakazam next season. I might steal that, because Imprison Trick Room is something that Indeedee does really well, right? But, like, Speed Swap is really good on a Pokemon that is faster than the majority of the metagame. I might actually use that in a Focus instead of Magic Guard, so it doesn't die to Fake Out as well, because it has no Protect. Interesting. Okay. But if I have done my calculations right, that should, in fact, be Master Ball tier. I'm actually excited. This is the first time I've gone undefeated going into Master Ball. This team is actually really good. It's just a shame that half the Pokemon are going to get banned next format. Yeah, there it is. Master Ball tier with an undefeated 6-0. Dude, this Rotom fan was so good. The two main targets for it though are obviously Rillaboom and Togekiss, both of which are not allowed next season. Funnily enough, Venusaur is also not allowed next season. So that also is not a target that I can go with. But hey, great stuff. So, you might want the team here. I actually haven't put this team up for rental. And I don't think I will, because by the time I would put this out, you'd have like maybe 2 days to use it. But I want to go over some of the stuff, because I think like for the non-banned Pokemon next season, I think some of this could still come into play really well. So definitely, you know, I want to show this off. It's going to make the video really long, but I don't care, we're doing it anyway. So, we have a Assault Vest Duraludon. I didn't really have a specific EV set in mind here, but it's like, it's bulky, but with enough speed to outspeed Adamant Tyranitar. Jolly T-Tar is not something I see too often, but like a good benchmark I think is Adamant Tyranitar, or was Adamant Tyranitar. T-Tar's also getting the Axe next season, so who knows if that's actually going to still be good. But yeah, it's got a good amount of special attack. It's not maxed out, but it's definitely up there. It's like one boost point below that, I think. Yeah, 189 is the max it can get to, but it's enough special attack to do some good damage. It's got the bulk to survive, especially with Dynamaxing, and it's an anti-Trick Room set, because the opponent, if they go like Indeedee Hatterene, you have Stalwart so that you don't get Follow Mead, and so you can just max Steel Spike the Hat. If they've got Focus Sash, you bring your Whimsicott or your Indeedee to spread move the opponent. And we actually did see that too against the hard Trick Room team. They didn't bring Hatterene, but they did bring, you know, the Trick Room stuff that was weak to Expanding Force. So yeah, like Expanding Force is still so good, and it's going to be pretty difficult to look at using that move without this Pokemon in play. But yeah, Dazzling Gleam is specifically on Whimsicott so that you can go ahead and out the Hatterene, because it has Focus Sash most of the time, so you Steel Spike it, brings them down to the Sash, and then you Dazzling Gleam instead of Moonblast to get around the Follow Me. So, very neat little set. Again, I mentioned Helping Hand instead of Fake Tears that you would normally see here. A lot of that is because of the fact that I have physical and special hitters here that are really good, but the other thing is that Fake Tears doesn't work against Dart types, and there are quite a lot of prevalent Dart types at the moment. Maybe not so much with Incineroar going and T-Tar going, right? But at the moment, it's a lot harder to Fate Tears than it is to Helping Hand. So, and Helping Hand's got a higher priority bracket if you get like Fake Out, or Encore actually is another one that you could get hit by. But yeah, pretty standard Whim. Minimum speed Indeedee, we actually saw that come into play against a Rillaboom as well, so that you can underspeed almost all Rillabooms unless they are also minimum speed, which point is a speed tie. So you got the Psychic terrain up before they got the Grassy terrain up. And then Safety Goggles, I mean, I've been making this team since the start of of Series 5. So, like, I was expecting Amoonguss to be everywhere, and so Safety Goggles was my out to that, because I'd go Follow Me to get rid of the Spore and, you know, deal with it that way. But didn't really see many of them, but I still think Safety Goggles is good because it also works against Venusaur. Spoilers, Venusaur is going, but, I mean, we already said that. But Amoonguss is not, so your Follow Me, if you end up going with something like Clefable for Follow Me, then you might still want Safety Goggles, because I think Amoonguss is going to be everywhere. Also, Safety Goggles is good against Rage Powder, so definitely consider who you have that on, I guess. Cinderace, pretty standard, you know, it's the usual max speed, max special. Oh, hang on, wrong button. It's usual max speed, max special attack, nothing too. Max special? Max physical attack. Nothing fancy here. I have Sucker Punch because I wanted the priority against Dragapult, mostly. I felt like Dragapult would be a pretty annoying issue for this team once I ditched the Azumarill. So I wanted to make sure that I still had that. I had Sucker Punch on it last season as well, because, well, Max Darkness is really good against Dusclops. It one-shots it with a Helping Hand boost most of the time, so, yeah. It was a very good anti-Dusclops tech as well. Pikalytics Team Builder did suggest Ironhead on this set somewhere because my Fairy coverage is a bit lacking, but I think Ironhead is the same power as Gmax Fireball. No, Steel Spike is 130, so yeah, it would be better, but I do feel like Gmax Fireball is usually enough against most of the fairies. This doesn't do as well against Primarina, but it has Max Airstream, which is still equally strong, and Ironhead wouldn't do good against that anyway. So, cute tech for this team could have been Gunk Shot, actually, because Max Ooze boosting the special attack of its partner could have been quite fun, but I don't think that's really worth it. So yeah, not really too much to say about Cinderace. And then the star of the show, the Rotom. This thing was so cool. I forget exactly what the EV spread is. I should probably go look it up real quick. I mean, you can see roughly from there. You could put it into the damage calc. I should still have the team builder if I go load this up. Did not exactly plan out you know, showing the team here, but EV Spread has 228 speed EVs, so it hits 135 when it's at level 50, which is enough to outspeed positive base 70s by 1 point. I wanted to make sure that I had enough special defense to out the... Like, Rotom's got the same in both defenses, so I tried to be a little bit more resistant to download. You see this on the actually, you should see this on the Cinderace, but I think at level 70 it's actually the same stat, which is awkward. For Cinderace as well, I put the point into special defense and not HP, because if you have the same defense and special defense on field, Porygon gets a download boost to its special attack. So if I had both Cinderace and Rotom on the field at the same time, and they were not invested in this way, then I would give Porygon a special attack boost that it does not deserve. But this has like 4 defense and 12 special defense to circumvent that. It's a little bit more investment than I would like, but otherwise it's 4 wasted EVs. So I wanted to make sure I got everything out of the points that I wanted. You got to invest into an odd number of stats in order to maximize your EVs at level 50, so that's what we did. The 108 HP EVs gets us to 139 HP, because I was considering Life Orb free attacks at one point, so I wanted to make sure that I had a Life Orb number. Could have had like Expert Belt on Cinderace at that point. But yeah, just a straightforward Nasty Plot fan Rotom instead of the usual ones that you see with this. Again, Air Slash when Dynamax to max Airstream is really good against Rillaboom, and a few of the other things as well. It's good against Urshifu, obviously, both forms, which you can't necessarily say about T-Bolt. And it just does a lot of damage. This thing's got 156 special attack invested with Modest, so it hits 159 special attack. That's a pretty good baseline, and then you Nasty Plot, and it just does a lot more damage than I expected. But yeah, it's really good. Definitely a decent pick for stuff here. It might not be as good next format with a lot of its targets going, but it could still do okay against Rain. Might want to change the form of it, but it should do okay against Rain. And then the Urshifu was the newest addition. This was an Azumarill with a Citrus Berry and 4 attacks, but I didn't keep the Azumarill in the team because I wanted to try this thing out. Didn't really bring it very much in these battles, but I also just didn't play very many of them. So I don't know. It's max speed adamant because there's a fair bit of Airstream on this team and Tailwind, so I was like, there's enough speed control on this team that I can just run adamant and get a bit more damage out of it. Urshifu usually uses Focus Sash on sets like this that are just, you know, all stab, priority, and detect. It was really good against that Cinderace, actually. It did like 85% to that. It's kind of insane. Yeah, so I didn't really have a good item for it in that sense. Like, Focus Sash is already used, Life Orb is already used, Assault Vest is already used. Weakness Policy wouldn't be good enough for it, so because it wouldn't survive enough hits. So I was like, okay, let's just, since I'm going with 2 water moves here, let's just go with Mystic Water. Get the 20% buff on my priority move, because the opponent can't protect against Aqua Jet, so you can easily clean stuff up with that. And I was very impressed by some of the numbers on it. I think it did like 40% to offensive Togekiss. No, that was like to the max Cinderace. Togekiss, I think it still did over 25%, which is pretty impressive for a priority move, right? Just a weak Aqua Jet. It actually one-shots Dynamax Cinderace all the time if they're still in the Fire type. So you could lead Whimsicott Urshifu against the Cinderace, and they like Dynamax. Your Tailwind makes you faster than them, and then you just one-shot them with Surging Strikes without having to Choice Lock yourself. Because that would have been the other option. Choice Band could have been here as well, but I don't particularly like the idea of Choice Band here. I wanted Detect, because I wanted to make sure that I didn't just lose this Pokemon straight away, and that actually came in absolutely, absolute clutch against that Porygon. So I think Detect is the right move. This Pokemon could get real scary in the next format, though. You need to support it with Tailwind somehow, so maybe Talonflame is the way to go for it. But this thing should do a lot of damage against enemy Talonflame as well, so... yeah, I don't know, should be fun. But yeah, Urshifu's good, Rotom was exceptional in those games. I actually could not be happier with this. I did not expect the Rotom to do as much as it did, but hey, that is how it goes. So, thank you very much for watching. I know this is extremely quick this month. Only 2 videos out of this, but, you know, undefeated. This team was real good, and I'm glad because I've spent like 2 months making this team. I built it last month, and I think I spent like 2 weeks making this before I actually played. And then, you know, team was good, but I wanted to tweak it a little bit to add a bit more Protect on it. I only had Protect on, I think it was Whimsicott and Indeedee, and that was a bit sketchy. So I ended up switching a fair bit of stuff around, and this worked flawlessly. Absolutely awesome. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed yourselves, and hopefully we'll be able to do some Season 6 stuff with some new teams. I already have like 6 different cores that I want to use planned, which, you know, never works out well, right? But my boy Chocochew might be coming in, that's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, till next time, take care everyone.